Hi, my name is John Bonner, and this is my presentation on football and why it is America's game. The spirit, the will to win, and the will to excel are things that endure. These qualities are so much more important than the events that occur. Now, this quote can signify many things, but today I want to talk about something bigger than you and bigger than me. Today I want to talk about football being America's sport, a tradition in America. The show of patriotism, leadership, teamwork, and showmanship at its best. Today I'm going to talk about football, which is one of the most famous sports in history, but it is also a business. Why is this sport considered the most famous sport in America? Football is the most popular team sport in America because of its tradition. Football is a sport that draws millions of spectators and participants just for the simple enjoyment of the game. In America, football is the center of attention in communities from pee-wee leagues, middle schools, high schools, colleges, and the professional level. Millions of Americans are joining this wonderful sport from the amazing rivalries that take place at every level of the sport that is played. Just think about a time when your community came together in pelt rallies, homecoming parades, dances, playoffs, and just regular Friday night games. The collegiate level brings even more tradition and pageantry to America's game. It gives me chills when I'm at a game. It's just so electric. The crowds are rooting for their respective teams, the bands playing so loudly, the cheerleaders, the halftime show, and the love for the game just simply makes for the best entertainment in America. Football has become a billion-dollar industry. Football in America is a booming industry right now. Football reaps many benefits in our economy. As a young boy, my ambition and one of my major goals in life was to become a professional football player because I knew I would be famous and rich and even just simply love the game so much. The league minimum right now for a rookie is $300,000. And that's just the minimum. If you're really good, you could be making millions. Not only are the players paid greatly, but the coaches make thousands to even millions as well. Along with what the players and the coaches make, you also have trainers, cheerleaders, analysts, and so many more careers that contribute to the sport. For instance, you have billion-dollar companies such as Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Reebok, Gatorade, and so many more that sponsor athletes and the sport itself. Football impacts the media as well through the broadcasting television companies that show games on TV, keeping people tuned in while not even being at the game. The marketability of the game has changed just from the players and the teams' apparel, footwear, and just about everything. It just generates millions of dollars. At the collegiate level in the FBS Bowl Championship and FCS Championship games, companies gross millions just for sponsoring games. Right now, the wealthiest team in the NFL is the Dallas Cowboys, who are valued at $1.5 million right now by Forbes. The least wealthy team, the Minnesota Vikings, is still valued at $782 million. This equivalence in team values can be seen in no other sport than the NFL, and the reason for this equality in the team's bank accounts is due to the parity on the field. League equality makes for a more exciting product, which makes for a more popular product, which in turn leads to wealth for everyone. The parity seen in the NFL today can be contributed to two main principles: equal revenue sharing and a salary cap. 2/3 of all the NFL money comes from television contracts. That money is distributed 100% equally amongst all teams in the league. The large percent of the remaining money comes from sponsors such as those like Reebok, Gatorade, Coors, etc. All the sponsorship money is again distributed 100% amongst all teams. Finally, the money that comes in through the NFL licensed apparel, which, not to sound repetitive, is again distributed 100% equally amongst all the teams. This idea of equal revenue sharing ensures all teams are provided with more than enough money to put a quality football team on the field. To make things even better, there's a league salary cap, meaning that no team can pay exceedingly more than another to acquire a team full of all-stars. Now to talk a little bit more about the origins of football. Modern day football grew out of a combination of a sport resembling rugby, played at the time in Canada, and an earlier version of soccer. As colleges formed teams and had to come up with the standard rules for everyone to follow, American football was born. Football is just simply exciting to watch. It moves quickly and requires the hard-hitting contact of defensive line, plus the precision skill and the speed of the quarterback and the running backs. Football combines what people like about other sports: the hitting of boxing, the precision passing of basketball, the camaraderie of baseball, into one game that moves quickly. This excitement has led to the tradition of football parties where people watch the games with groups of friends. Some reasons the professional level of football is so popular in America is because people enjoy football simply because it's easy to gamble. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's something that is done. They are played on a regular basis, and there is an abundance of information about the matchups. Sports editors make predictions, and the point spreads are easy to follow. Magazines such as Gaming Today offer information so fans can make considerable choices. Then you have fantasy football leagues that give fans the opportunity to create their own dream team of players. This keeps fans interested in the games beyond their favorite football teams. Another cause of NFL's popularity is that it is simply better product to watch. Football is just a great sport to watch on television. Face it, baseball is meant to be enjoyed in person. It is boring on television, and the whole steroid scandal has just really cheapened the game. And the fact that strikes have played a bigger part in baseball than football has really hurt the game. The NBA probably has some of the best athletes in America, but it's like watching a video game. All offense and no defense. Make for a high-scoring game, but it's annoying. Some fans do like to see defense in a sport, right? Many people only see the entertainment side of football, but I see a franchise, a business. The marketing abilities for such a prestigious company can be tremendous, and so can the profit. Football is a sport that can be enjoyed by everyone, and the benefits of becoming a professional athlete are astounding.